This video is going to be geared towards my image to just show what they are trying to use as a tool to be able to murder me and abduct my children. So on all of these clips, I don't look that bad, and I was not really paying attention to the fact that I wasn't looking as bad as they really wanted me to look. From the research that I have done, they tear down black men and women in the community and then set them up to be killed, and record videos of the male or female extremely distraught and looking like a crazy mental patient, like they deserve to be killed. And I want y'all to really check out the titles of these videos. And this video I want y'all to watch on my channel, Queen Andrea Antoinette Jones. This is the evidence they are trying to hide. And I want y'all to see this male who had me in his house, and because I was looking presentable and telling the evidence, he kicked me out of his home. And these stilled images, these screenshots, are of me trying to keep myself together as well as possible after I realized they were covering up my pregnancy and trying to tear me down like a prostitute on the streets. God told me to call out to his bloodline because they're doing this to me and my children for white people in America. And by this point, my image was really destroyed, but I was still excited about being pregnant, and they have been transporting me through black men and having them try to starve me and fight me and lie and say that I'm not pregnant. And these screenshots are just showing me under extreme persecution, extreme abuse, and how it makes me appear on social media while I'm trying to tell the truth that this woman in her coven threatened to rape my little boy because I shot his father in the leg in self-defense. The charges on me were dropped, but they're still trying to set me up to be murdered without the truth really being exposed to the right people who can help us. And they just continue to abuse me outside pregnant and starving us, having me out there dirty while I'm putting out the information and making me have to put out more information about what they are doing instead of just putting out the information about the people who originally abused me. My child father was abusing me pregnant, and so I tried to get my image together outside and just present myself, because I'm his mother. My little boy was taken from me, and they are trying to leave me outside and abuse me and threatening to rape and kill my son and to rape me for my child father who is in a gang. So I continue to put out information about how they have been abusing me and trying to hold myself up together as much as possible and continuing to put out evidence. And I started putting out episodes about the blacks who terrorized my pregnancy. And I was pulling myself together and putting out information in Lenox Mall about my pregnancy. And they were doing operations inside of the mall to terrorize me inside of the mall. And as you can see, I'm visibly pregnant, with people coming all around me looking that are trying to set me up. And God said that they're not his children because Satan is white, and they decided they were going to bow down to him instead of the Most High God, and we are of his bloodline. And so they're trying to do a ritual on me and my children to Satan and to the whites, and are lying about my pregnancy. So I wanted to show you guys some more images of myself, trying my best to hold myself together as a mother and not being given places to really shower and somewhere stable, somewhere permanent, and I just continued to put out the evidence about the blacks who terrorized my pregnancy for these whites. And by this point, I was really weak and starving and still visibly pregnant, and trying my best to explain how my body got in a situation where I've been carrying a live baby for 3 years since I was in the Montgomery County Jail, and my baby daddy and his family are trying to kill it because I'm pressing charges on him for abusing me. So they're trying to erase all the evidence, including the live baby in my stomach. And I was starving with them trying to come and offer me food while I was telling that they were starving me on video. But when the camera's not on, they have no problem with starving me. In America, I'm actually starving right now in this motel room while I'm trying to put out this information, which is why my voice sounds so weak. And by this point, I just was really getting very nauseous and could not think clearly, feeling like I was going to pass out and not being able to really work on the evidence anymore. Very irritated and irritable, and just not feeling like my energetic self, because I had starved for so long before they offered me the Five Guys. They ended up staging for me to be banned from Linux after these videos were posted. I'll show you guys about that, but I was about to pass out, leaving the facility, and I just never really felt that way before in my life. Having people try to harm me, pregnant and starving, and I could barely get through the rest of the video praying that I did not pass out, because then they would be able to pick up my body and do anything to me and the baby while I was unconscious. So I just sat down by Macy's and continued to try to hold myself together as much as possible. Like I'm trying to do right now. I'm going to have to try to find a vending machine and see if I can get something, because they're trying to make me have sex with a very old man in order to get money for food, and I don't know if he has AIDS or herpes, and they said they were going to try to make me contract STDs and give my son STDs, and they were trying to attack me in the Lenox area. I was spending the night out on the benches, and this is how they had me looking, and they were tapping my phone inside the mall and trying to do operations and trying to stop me from recording them, and trying to harm me all over the platforms by Linux transit system. And I just continued to keep putting out the information while they were purposely trying to starve me, knowing that if I was weak, I could not really hold myself together, pregnant, and put out the information. So it's taken a lot out of me to allow you guys to see how they have been abusing me. My stomach is almost going to flat with the baby inside of me right now in the motel, and I don't want to have sex for food. I don't want to be pressured to do that. They stole my food stamp card, my ID, my social, and put me out of shelters. And as you can see there in Buckhead, I was visibly pregnant, and God said that the white woman is in trouble for trying to murder me in Buckhead. So these videos of me distraught was what they were doing to me in Buckhead while I was in the area. And they've been trying to murder me on the north side of Atlanta, on the south side of Atlanta, on the east side of Atlanta, and on the west side of Atlanta. And then shut down my channel and made me have to start a new channel, Queen of Halo, looking very distraught on these photos and trying to cover up that I'm a mother and I'm pregnant, and trying to sex traffic me and rape my son and get away with it. And I was very angry, and as you can see, visibly pregnant. And they starved me and shrunk my baby bump down, and they continue to try to abuse me. They tried to starve me at Colony Square and had celebrities there. CeeLo Green was there, and the baby was moving in my stomach, and they shrunk it down. And this is how they were doing it. They have celebrities there while restaurants are denying me service, even though I had the money, and just causing me to look very distraught and trying to have my phone dead. And I had to load these videos so fast that I couldn't even put titles, and now they have me in a motel room starving.